Hey guys, so today's tutorial is on the pendulum. Yes, it has been a while, but this has been so heavily requested, we thought this has got to be the next thing that we do. So, as you can see on your screen, at the moment we've put it in slow motion. That's consistent throughout when we're explaining something. It's always in slow motion because you guys seem to like that. So as you can see, the pendulum is kind of a on-the-spot trick that you can do. That revolves around pivoting and using momentum. So let's get into it. The first thing I recommend doing here is learning just how to do like any kind of spin, really, because it gets you used to going in a circle. And if you can do that motion, honestly, it helps you so much. It seems ridiculous and it seems basic, but trust me, these prerequisites are pretty useful. So once you've got the hang of that, the next thing I recommend learning is a trick called crazy legs, which, as you can see here, this will get you used to the pump, because you have to pump with one foot as well as kicking the other foot out, which a lot of people don't realise. But there's two parts to this. There's the pump and then there's balance. So the pump, the kick and the balance. So this will train you for the pump. So as you can see, this is a trick called crazy legs. I strongly recommend learning it. And then I recommend expanding it, which you're going to see in the next section. So ultimately, crazy legs is stepping and almost hockey stopping on each foot side to side, but you bring in the other foot to kind of draw a sideways figure of eight. So you're drawing an infinity sign almost on the ice below you, which is kind of a good prerequisite to getting the pump, because it builds up that muscle memory. Once you've got the hang of that, move on to this, which is like a slightly more exaggerated version of that. So instead of, as you could see before, it just pumps and twists, now my whole body pumps and the whole direction changes. The reason why we do this again is it's a prerequisite for the pump. It really helps you practice, and actually this will help set you up for the next bit, which is really like the pendulum, and actually is sort of a trick in itself, really. Because the next part, after you've got the hang of the pump, really it's a balancing, and it's about kicking and using your momentum correctly. But yeah, once you've got the hang of this this crazy legs variant, and got the hang of pumping on both feet comfortably, I strongly recommend that you practice this a lot, and then you can move on. Now, as you can see, I'm putting my toe out to kind of show you where you should be pivoting on for this point. This is kind of like it's almost like a pendulum, but putting your foot down really with this. So as you can see, when we do it, we're going to start out slowly, and your aim is to get in my case, in right foot, so I pump with the left foot. The aim is to get the left foot to where the right foot stopped, to where the right foot was, and then you pump from it. So your left foot meets the right, pump, left foot meets the right, pump, and then you gradually get faster and faster and faster, okay? Trick is, don't rush this, because you'll over-rotate. But yeah, this is almost the pendulum, to be honest with you. The case is literally you're just stopping down, you're not keeping the foot in the air. This is also a great way to just practice that pump and just kind of keep balancing and working on that. And also can kind of be a trick in itself if you link it in with other things. That's the thing you'll find with these kind of moves, with kind of what I like to call compound moves, is they always have the prerequisites in them that you need to get up to doing that trick. They're nearly always kind of tricks or something you can throw into a chain in itself. So I recommend doing all of these things for that reason, to be honest. Now, as you can see, this looks kind of dumb, but seriously, it really helps. It's almost like an on-the-spot pendulum, but again, this can be used as a trick if you exaggerate it a bit more. I know a lot of people do. They do an on-the-spot pendulum, a lateral pendulum, which means you move side to side. But in this case, just practice kicking your leg forward and backwards, and just practice balancing on that one foot that you're going to be pumping from. Because seriously, this will really help you. Now moving on, the actual pendulum. So this is what it looks like basically in its rawest form. Now all I recommend with this is don't try and go nuts with it. Don't try and immediately kick out as fast as you can and do so many rotations. Even if you can only get 4, as I'm doing in there, just to give an idea of it, it's worth having a go at. And then you can build it up and do it a little bit smaller, a little bit faster, as you can see now. But seriously, it's not worth trying to hassle yourself over. If you can't do 6 million revolutions of it, worry about getting 4 good ones. It's a case of quality, not quantity. And once you've got the hang of it, you can do what I do there, which is a variation where basically I go into it and kind of do a hockey stop and then continue with it. But yeah, there are so many different kind of versions of this that you can do. You can do it with your hands on the back of your head, which I know looks pretty cool. You can do it forward, you can actually do it backwards. Today I'm only teaching the forward variant. Personally, actually, weirdly, I kind of prefer the backwards variant, but yeah, you can do it forwards like I'm showing here, which is, most people find easier, so that's how I'm teaching it. But yeah, seriously, quality, not quantity with the revolutions. So these are some common mistakes that people make. They try and kick round. You're not trying to kick in a circle. You're trying to kick straight and the hips twist on the comeback. As you can see, I'm demonstrating here. It's literally 2 kicks and then stop. So don't try and overdo it, because if you do, it won't work. But yeah, guys, this has been the tutorial on the pendulum. I hope you guys have found this somewhat helpful. It has been so heavily requested. It's been unbelievable. People really want to know how to do this move, which, rather interestingly, I remember when I saw it, I wasn't that impressed. I wasn't even that interested in it, but so many people asked about it. I thought, well, I better do a tutorial on it. But yeah, this is, like I say, if you put something down in the comments, we typically will listen to it and we will get round to it at some point. I do apologise, it's been so long since we've uploaded. We are working on a ton of projects at the moment, and hopefully we'll have at least 4 videos coming out within the next few weeks. We're hoping so, anyway, 4 or 5. We've got a lot of projects on at the moment. But yeah, we hope you've enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.
Never know your work, not making any sense.